Hey, what's up, YouTube? Paul here, Left Coast Model Car Builds. So we're sitting here on Monday night, getting late. Hope you guys hope your week is off to a good start, I should say. I'm going to try tomorrow to get a resin review and customs illustrated up. I gotta see how work goes. We've been pretty busy. So I want to get this up. This will be the video that'll pop up Tuesday morning. Little update. I actually got some work in. So today was it's been a busy week. Worked 7 days last week. Started out today back at the day job. Had to run the kids, both of them. One had dental appointment, one was getting ready for senior year. So had to go do some errands with them around work. But once I clocked out, June and I had him helping me for a bit. You know, I wanted to get some work in on that Porsche group build. And if you've kind of followed, I did a little bit of body mods. It turned into a little more filling and blocking than I had thought it would. But I think it's worth it. It came out pretty sweet. So, you know, I was debating on that thing of going candies. And to be honest with you, June and I had actually pulled, initially we had pulled the Orion Silver. I believe it was the Strato Blue, Cobalt Blue. And I was going to do kind of a two-tone, not kind of a classic custom fade, but a slight two-tone using the two different bases and candy cobalt blue over everything. But our hardener, it was shot. So that's the one thing, using those candies, they're urethanes, so you got to have the hardener. And it was shot. So another idea hit me. So what I did was I based the body in House of Colors Jet Black, and then I had misted on some House of Colors Lake Violet Pearl, and it gave it a really nice effect. It looked black, and then you just kind of had that blue purplish pearl over it. Unfortunately, some stuff got in that I didn't want to clear over, so I used a tack rag, nibbed it out. But I had to mist over another coat of the Lake Violet, and I like the color. It's just, it wasn't exactly what I was going for, but it came out pretty cool. You can see here a little bit of this. It'll need a little bit of rubbing. Got some stuff in it, but basically this is about 3 to 4 coats of base House of Colors Jet Black, and then 2 mist coats of Lake Violet Pearl. I've got some better videos I'll post up here after that. But overall, it looks really good. Just not exactly what I wanted, but I do like it. I think once it's rubbed out, it's going to look really sharp. So after dinner, I was going to go out to the little shop there, but we ended up coming in the garage and doing a little rubbing and polishing on the 36 Ford that I'm trying to get wrapped up. So that actually worked out great. Kept it pretty simple. Overall, the paint and clear on this was really clean. I don't know if you can really see too much. It laid out really nice. There were just like literally a couple spots on the hood. The little, I don't know if you call it deck lid piece that pops up for the rumble seat in the back, and on the roof. So all I ended up doing was lightly hitting it with some 3000 and some water, the spots. And then I used the polishes you've seen before, the cutting agent. Then I went to Meguiar's Scratch X. Then the polishing, the cutting agent is kind of like a 1 and 2 step. And then I finished with some pink polish. It's actually a clear coat polish. And all in all, I mean, I'm happy with it. I know this isn't going to be any real fancy build. You know, really just kind of a neat curbside model. But I'm really happy if I can jump on this thing. I do need to switch up the interior. Not sure how I want to do this, but I'm going to jump on that, get the engine going, and this will get wrapped up. Hopefully the Porsche will be wrapped up in the next couple of weeks. And then we can jump onto a couple of other projects that are sitting back there that I've been chipping away on. So the other thing is, there's, I'm gonna post up some videos from when I was spraying the Porsche today, the black, the blue, and the clear. I know some folks enjoy seeing that, kind of how we lay the paint down. So June went ahead and took a few videos, so those will be here. So stay tuned, and you'll see those after this. Otherwise, man, I've been wanting to get out, or I wanted to get out, kind of like a 1 year recap video. I've done like 5 of them. Each time I either forget something or I don't like the way it comes out, so I delete it. And we're going to be sitting here on 13 months in a few days. So just want to say thank you to everybody that's subscribed, follow the channel, friends that I've made. It's been a great community between the other channels, folks that subscribe, email me, that do not have channels, but they enjoy the content here. I appreciate you guys. That's really what makes this channel go. When I started this, it was to enter a few group builds. I figured I'd be happy if we hit 100 subs, and it kind of just, in one sense, I guess it kind of took off. I don't know what you gauge it on, but for 1 year's time, the growth and everything seems to be pretty well. The community extremely welcoming. If there's folks out there that have been debating on doing a channel, or you're kind of on the edge, just jump out and do it. There's great folks out here. If you ask questions, I mean, the folks I ask questions to, all of them, jumped up, were more than willing to give me their 2 cents or their thoughts, what worked for them, little ideas. So I would definitely say jump up and do it. It's just been great. It's one of those communities where I think, aside from having some folks out there that do not have channels that just watch the stuff, which is awesome. I thank you guys a ton. I'm glad you're enjoying it. You also get a lot of support from the other content creators, and it's really cool. It's fun. It's a great group, a great bunch of people out there. So definitely, if you're on the edge, jump out and do it. Big shout out to Luke, Customs Illustrated. He really, that was, I mean, I guess you could say the one real sponsor I had for a while, and it just kind of fell into place. But he provides magazines for giveaways and everything else. Truly appreciate it. Just recently picked up Iceman Collections, Joel. Thank you. Truly appreciate it. We've got a few projects, handful of projects on the bench now that all have parts from him, including the Uncertainty, which is 100% Iceman. Hopefully we'll do a knockout job on that. Definitely a killer kit. That's one that, if you like those old customs and things, I mean, they're there, but I wouldn't sleep on that one, because at some point he may stop doing those. So I know myself, I want to get another 1 or 2. And then there's, I guess what I call page supporters, affiliate programs, Scale Finishes, Hobbynut Models, Gallery Airbrush. All great folks, all great products. Check them out. Really good stuff. Links are always in the description. Iceman Collections, you can use Left Coast 10, get your 10% off. Scale Finishes, you can use Left Coast 10, get your discounts there on all your great paints. So big shout out to all those folks. Truly appreciate the opportunity. It's been a killer first year. I've enjoyed it. The kids enjoyed it. The kids, you don't always see them jumping on the videos, working on them, but they definitely enjoy the hobby. And Pops, he's, got him actually saying hello in one of the videos today when I was out there spraying, and he was checking it out. So really cool. And that's the other part of this hobby is, just the kids, Pops. It's really kept us at the bench. Anybody that's watched my videos and kind of listened to some of the backstories, we've all, or my pops has been building since he was a kid. I've been building since I was a kid. But we've gotten into other hobbies. We do stuff with the 1-to-1, as you can see behind us here. So modeling in the past was normally something that, we would do some, and then it would kind of get put away for a little while, jump back into it. since I started the YouTube channel, about a few months before I started, maybe even 5 or 6, I jumped back on a few builds and then started the channel. And since then, we've just kind of hit the ground running, and I enjoy it. You know, I've kind of cut back from pool and focused more on this. The channel itself has become kind of part of the hobby. You know, when I started this, I remember saying, as long as it doesn't take from the hobby. In some ways it can. You know, I'm for me, I kind of just jump both feet in and then figure out if it's going to be worth it or not when I do things. And I enjoy the YouTube. It's kind of like folks that do 3D printing, stuff like that, where it's a whole section of it's, that part of the hobby is a whole little section of it. That's how YouTube is for me. And for myself, I'm constantly trying to figure out ways to develop the channel, make it a little better, keep it interesting. So you'll see some things coming out, hopefully in the next few months. Got some other ideas. You know, we started the model cars and coffee, which I thought that was probably just going to be myself and a couple of people doing that, and it's turned out a lot of people enjoy it. I enjoy watching your guys' stuff. I try to comment on all of it. There are days I'm working Sundays, so I'm literally watching your videos or listening to them on my way out to work. So I am checking them out. I appreciate it. I enjoy it. I enjoy having my coffee Saturdays, Sundays, catching up on YouTube when I can actually watch and comment, like stuff. A lot of times during the week, I'm listening to stuff when I'm out doing my inspections, driving from site to site, so I can't fully watch it or sit there and like and comment it because I'm driving potentially. But anyways, so I'm glad folks are enjoying that. And just, again, a thank you to everybody out there, from the folks in the community, subscribers. You know, made a ton of friends through the, not a ton, but made a lot more friends and connections than I would have ever thought. So really enjoying this. So I guess that kind of wraps up the 1 year mark or spot and get that out of the way. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and post up the videos from us spraying the Porsche earlier. So check it out. Let me know what you think. As always, if you got questions, feel free to post them in the comments, or you can email me, leftcoastmodelcarbuilds@gmail.com. I'll do my best to answer your question if I can, or lead you in the right direction to somebody who can. Otherwise, as always, I appreciate all the support, appreciate all the likes, subs, comments, everything else. So if I got time tomorrow, we'll get the resin review, Customs Illustrated out. If not, maybe we'll get it in with Throwback Thursday. But definitely a video coming out for Thursday, potentially Wednesday. So, hope you guys are having a great week. Thank you again. Truly appreciate it. Year 1 in the books. It has been a blast. So hopefully we'll do more fun things coming. Got more ideas. So hopefully you guys enjoy them. I'm not doing them on my own out here. All right, everybody. Enjoy the painting video. Comment. We'll catch you all later. All right, everybody. So we're going to start out with some House of Colors Jet Black. Then we're going to shoot a little bit of Lake Violet Pearl over it. So June's out here hanging out. He's got the gun. It's all loaded. We're going to get ready to shoot a little bit. So we'll be back here in a second. All right, so we got our first coat of black down. Nice and light with your bases. All right, we're gonna come back with coat number 2. Again, this will be fairly light. I like to keep all my base coats fairly light. At no point do I really put a heavy base coat down, or at least not on purpose. Kind of see how that looks after second coat. Now we're gonna get the body. There's coat number 2 of our black. We're gonna let that set for another 5-10 minutes. All right, so we got the base black down. Now we're going with our Lake Violet Pearl. We're gonna put just a little bit over this to kind of give it a tint. So we'll see how this goes. So you kind of see that effect, and not too much more is going to be needed. Hold up, bud. I'm going to do the body. Kind of got the effect we wanted right there, I think. So that may be all the base that goes over that. We'll see. Let's let that kick off. All right, so here we are. We got our Restoration Shop Euro Clear all mixed up in the gun. June gave me a hand. We got our body. Got a little more of the bluish purple than I wanted, but still has that nice dark effect. So we're gonna get first round of coat on. This one will be nice and light. So we'll be right back. All right, that's it for the first coat. Just nice light. Let that tack up, and then it'll let your second and third, and if you need a fourth coat, really stick in. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes. All right, so you can kind of see the first coat. You can see how light that is. And that's okay, because that's just gonna sit there and let those next coats really stick in. So at least that's the way I do mine. This is kind of what's been working for a number of years, probably a good 25 years, if not longer, with most clears. So we'll be back when we get ready to shoot the second coat. All right, so second coat, we're gonna go just a hair heavier. And then this will probably only need 3 as long as it stays nice and clean. So you kind of see that second coat. Now you're starting to see the color a little more. So we're gonna let that sit. I'll get the bumper. And we'll get a third coat, and that'll hopefully be it. Let's see there. We're good to go. So we'll be back in about 7 minutes. All right, so here we go. We're gonna get our third coat down. See how we do. Let's see there. That laid down really nice. Let's get one on the bumper. We'll check it out. You think that's good? Or I don't think it needs a fourth, huh? That looks pretty. All right, here's the bumper. We got Pops out here checking it out. Say hi, Pops.
Hey.
All right, we're gonna get the last shot here, and I think we're done. All right, so that's it. Use a little Seda mini jet. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up, and then I'll show you some shots of what we got after I get cleaned up out here. We'll be back in a few. All right, so there's our color. You can see all that nice pearl in there. Body work held up nice. It's gonna need a little bit of rubbing, but all in all, came out pretty sharp. Let me know what you guys think. Again, this is for the Porsche group build held by our friends over at the Scale Model Podcast.